In our next installment of the Jason Nash's Most Toxic Relationship series, we have a video entitled Girlfriend Threatens to Expose My Best Friends. And unlike most of Jason's video titles, this one isn't clickbait. This is one of the most important, if not the most important, moments that occurred during Jason's relationship with Trisha, because this is the moment that she threatened to do something that she followed through with. Pay close attention, because you're not going to want to miss a single detail. The video starts off with a small snippet of what's to come, with Jason explaining to David Dobrik and his group of friends the history of Yoko Ono, who was the girlfriend, and later the wife, of John Lennon, who was a member of the band The Beatles.
Yoko Ono broke him up?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she got with John, the other Beatles didn't like her, and she took John away.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's why when people say, bye! Bye, bitch!
For reference, the topic that Jason is referring to is a widely spread rumor that Yoko Ono influenced John Lennon to leave the Beatles, since John left the band shortly after they were married. Sometime later in the video, Jason is playfully arguing with his friend Brandon Calvillo, and the subject of Trisha comes up, causing the two to fall into a back-and-forth banter-filled bit. Brandon brings up that he rarely sees Jason anymore, because Jason is always with Trisha.
Man, you've changed.
Ever since me and Duke.
Ever since Trisha and I started dating, you changed.
Are you gonna bring this up right now? You're gonna bring this up right now? The gloves are... Why don't I see you anymore? Why don't I see you anymore?
I gave you some time yesterday. We went and had a sandwich.
We did have a sandwich, and you know what? He was texting Trish the whole time. Dude, you've been whipped. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God!
This is important to note that his friends feel this way, because Trisha is always stating that Jason is never with her, and is always with his friends. Keep in mind, his friends aren't the ones planning isolating vacations that keep Jason away from her, like she is with him, and they aren't demanding to have nearly as much time with him as she is. So, while Brandon and Jason are clearly joking, there's some truth to Brandon's words. And it's not the only truth that Brandon will end up speaking about Jason's relationships. This is why Trisha will later come to resent Brandon, but we'll get more into that later. Just take note of Brandon's role as Jason's friend as the relationship, and this series continues. During the bit, Jason takes Brandon to another room where it's revealed that Trisha is actually at the house too. Once Brandon and Trisha are in the same room, Trisha confronts Brandon for what she brought up in the last video. Jason and Brandon's bit of sleeping together, and suddenly the playful banter becomes a serious issue as Trisha lets Brandon know that she doesn't like how close he is with Jason and doesn't appreciate their bits. When Brandon asks if Trisha really had an issue with the bit, she confirms that she did.
Go ahead.
Come on in here.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Tell me how whipped I've been, Brandon.
Oh my God! You... Trish, you know I think you're a delight. You know that. No, you know that. You know I think you're a delight.
Why are you him for David's vlog then?
What do you mean?
Oh, are you upset about that?
She was.
You have a weird relationship with my boyfriend and it freaks me out.
He's our boyfriend first.
Yeah.
Watch it, sister.
You both are weird. Like, you all three go together.
Jason, don't do this in front of me and Brandon.
Trisha then references the argument that Jason and Brandon had just playfully had in the other room, confirming that she overheard their conversation. She argues that Jason isn't whipped because she claims that she has barely seen him since their vacation away together. Remember, it was revealed in the last video that she was away for an entire week after that vacation, but somehow Jason not seeing her while she was out of town is still an issue, and the blame lies solely on Jason and his friends' shoulders.
And he's not whipped. I haven't seen him since Cabo.
This sounds like an episode from like a reality TV show. I haven't seen him since Cabo.
Jason then speaks up in defense of Trisha, arguing that his friends are needy. This is important to note, because Trisha would later paint Jason as an evil man who always took his friends' sides against hers and preferred their company over hers. Yet here Jason is backing up Trisha to help her in her argument.
tell you something.
Go ahead.
I've been around for a long time.
Sure.
And you three must be the three most desperate mother I've ever seen in my entire life. Because no one has ever made a stink like this over me. I mean, believe me, I'm flattered. But no one has ever made a stink like this. Ever.
Trisha then brings up her and Jason's Hawaiian vacation, arguing that David and Brandon ruined it by showing up unannounced and uninvited.
Came all the way to Hawaii. It's like, it's so weird. You guys had this weird fast.
Did we come to Hawaii, or did you just get there earlier than our vacation?
No, you came to Hawaii and ruined my vacation.
Potentially.
You ruined everything.
But that isn't true. Trisha invited them herself. Trisha was the one that demanded that they come.
This was our Uber, our Tesla. Thanks, David, for being the Uber.
Goodbye, guys.
Thanks for dropping us off.
Have fun.
You're gonna come, right?
No.
No, you're gonna come in a couple days. You're
To shoot him with a paintball. I'll be
No, you're coming to be on family vacation with us.
there.
Not only did she tell David to come to Hawaii, she also insisted that he stay longer than he had planned. And when he did show up and tried to leave within the same hour she refused to let him go, letting David know that if he left she would take it personal against her.
Where are you going?
I think we're gonna leave.
No!
No, stay.
No, we can't. We can tell we're not wanted.
No, I love you
We
for
don't want to
real.
stay another night.
Listen, it's real simple. Go upstairs, watch TV for a while. If you're hungry, get something to eat.
We'll
We'll be
be
done in a
done in
few
like an
hours. We'll be
hour.
done in a couple hours.
Don't go. If you go, I'm gonna take it so offensive. I'm gonna take it so personal that you hate me.
After Trisha lies about David showing up to Hawaii unannounced and uninvited, she moves on to saying that David ruins everything, and brings up how David asked Jason an instigating question. The only reason that Trisha is threatened by this question is because she knows she makes Jason's life harder, not easier.
Just now you're asking him, is it easier to be in a relationship or not a relationship? Why are you asking him those questions?
You
when I'm
heard
in
that?
there? Yes!
I thought,
What is this espionage? What are you doing in here? Just chilling on the bed.
David then argues that he just wants to spend time with Jason again, to which Trisha tells him that he spent enough time with Jason for the week that she was gone.
and I just want to see our boy a lot more.
You saw him all week, David, and now you're like, oh, let's go to UCLA, let's do all this.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And we're going to have a good time tonight for 30 minutes that he's available. It's
Good, I'm glad.
going to be the best 30 minutes to spend with him.
You're like a mom and dad, like in divorce court. Like, when do you get him? Over the weekend.
I know, and now it's you too I'm competing with. There's too many people.
It's interesting that she tells them they had enough time with him because they spent the week with him, but doesn't see the irony of her complaining about not having him enough after an entire week with him too. Jason then speaks up yet again in Trisha's defense and argues for her on her behalf, once again backing her up and supporting her against his friends.
I tried to take you to dinner, you left.
Yeah.
I was on a phone charger like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I had to take business calls.
For a man that she claimed didn't like her and liked his friends more, he sure is sticking up for her a lot. After Brandon makes a joke about sleeping with Jason, Trisha once again expresses her anger and disgust for the kind of jokes containing that theme. She then accuses Jason of being gay and demands answers for what's being said, her mood and tone completely changing to be more serious.
You gotta start thinking about the kids you grew up with, me and Brandon. The guys that were there for you since high school.
The pals from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was there when you lost your virginity. It was to me.
Ew.
Yeah.
Trish.
I don't like this like gay theme you have going on with my
Trisha,
boyfriend.
Jason is secretly gay.
No,
See,
he said you fondle each other sometimes before when he was single that you guys used to like hold each other. Is that true? And he was being dead serious. No one was around. He was like half asleep, and he said it was true. Is that true?
I don't know what's more insane. One, that you believe that, or you would say that.
And he said it. Nobody else was around, so why would he say it if it wasn't true?
He's psychotic. David. This is the only thing he lives for, is to get a rise out of people.
Because if there's one thing Trisha hates more than anything, it's the thought of Jason being gay, even though she would later claim that was her type and that she preferred to date gay men.
Who do you like? Who are you attracted to?
Gay men, homosexual men. I've dated gay men.
Gay men.
Yeah.
And weirdo.
No, I'm dating men who are into men. Like,
Yet she constantly accuses Jason of being gay and becomes angry at the thought that he could be. Trisha then expresses her desire to become violent with David, the same woman who would later claim she's not a physically aggressive person.
Do it, Trisha. Come at me, bro.
I would love to. Will you let me stab you for a vlog?
No.
You what? You ask everyone else if you can do crazy shit.
I'll record it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I can stab you in the ribs. It won't hurt you.
Yes, it will.
I mean, it won't kill you.
The topic then reverts back to Trisha's thought of Jason being gay, a thought that angers her. And Jason brings up how the men that Trisha dated that were gay were unintentional because she had no idea that they were. She confirms this, proving that she lied to Ethan Klein when she told him that she dated gay men because it was her preference. It's clear how she really feels about the idea of dating them.
Trisha had 2 boyfriends who ended up being gay.
It was on press. Like,
So we need to.
I'll show you. It says Trisha Paytas out to her boyfriend.
You think Jason's gay?
Yeah,
We
100%.
need to be sensitive to that because someone's gaydar isn't so great.
Exactly. And
She's had boyfriends before that turned out to be gay.
I'm just showing you.
And her mom too.
No.
It runs in the family.
Wait, her mom's gay?
Didn't you say your mom had a boyfriend that would turn out to be gay?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I thought you meant my mom was gay. I was like, no. Look, YouTuber who found out her boyfriend cheated on her with another guy comes out as outed her ex-boyfriend as gay. So after he made out with another guy, watch.
After bragging about how she outed an ex-boyfriend for being gay, she lets David and Brandon know that she's jealous of them because they're young and attractive and because Jason likes men.
You jealous of me and Brandon?
Yes. You two, I'm 100% jealous of.
Yeah.
Because you guys are young.
And hot.
Yeah.
And bodacious.
And he likes guys.
Look at this.
Throbbing.
Look at this disgusting man.
David then asks Jason's roommate Todd if he feels as if Jason hasn't been around as much, which the friend confirms, with the obvious conclusion being that Jason is spending all of his time with Trisha, not them, like she has claimed.
Todd, you feel like we haven't been seeing Jason a lot?
Last couple weeks, yeah.
Well, maybe the last week we've seen him a lot.
Yeah. But
before that, it was like, where is he?
It'd be like you editing, me editing, and Scott editing.
Wait, has Weevo been taking up a lot of your time, Jason?
Trisha then lets the friend group know that she thinks their time together should come to an end and that Jason essentially doesn't need to be with them anymore, before she proudly accepts the title of Yoko Ono, admitting that she would be happy if Jason no longer had his friends.
Todd's right. I think we're all going our separate ways.
Good.
Wow.
Trish, that's cold.
Yeah, true.
That's ice
I
cold.
mean, you guys been doing this for too long now. I feel like it's time to break it up.
Oh, you've been best buds for too long? Been best buds? Best friends? Oh yeah, we've been doing that for way too long. It's really time to break it off.
Yoko Ono over here.
I don't get that reference.
The Beatles were together, right? There was.
Yoko Ono broke him up?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she got with John, the other Beatles didn't like her, and she took John away.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's why when people say, bye. Bye, bitch. Bye. You are Yoko Ono.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Not that we're the Beatles. Yeah, you know, we're the Beatles.
Hey, Zay.
We figured out that she's Yoko Ono.
Yoko
You guys are
Ono?
all breaking up and going your separate ways, and the Vlog Squad is no more.
Oh, she'll love that, huh? she tells people like 20 years later, oh, I knew who the Vlog Squad were. But they all split up and nothing makes me more happy. Right, baby? Jason, come out here!
Trisha then threatens David, stating that if her and Jason ever broke up, she would ruin his life, that she would come out and say things about him that would ruin him, but only if her and Jason broke up, meaning that she was willing to overlook anything he did and support it as long as she got to keep Jason. Think about that. If Trisha really viewed David as harmful, why would she only expose him if her boyfriend left her? If he really was as bad as she's saying she'd paint him out to be, why would she prioritize her relationship over that truth?
If we ever stop being friends, are you going to talk crap about us?
There's nothing bad about us.
There is about David 100%, about Jason 100%.
What about me?
No, I just too far, I guess. David, I have so much about you.
What would you say about me?
Oh, I'm not gonna even tell you. If Jason and I break up, you better watch the out.
Oh my god!
David's the first person I come for.
Oh! Like, what would you say?
Oh, I'm
Because, girly, I agree.
Give me a little teaser of your exposing video towards me.
Oh, I have so many. You put our lives in danger.
Fucking weird.
David, I got it. David got it.
It's just weird. He's 44. David's 21. I'm just saying. I'm not saying saying. It's just weird. I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's weird? I mean,
I wasn't raised like that. So I wasn't raised like that.
Give me a little taste of how you would expose me.
I mean, I can't. That's like.
Give a little hint words, like give a little teasers.
I mean, do you want like a light thing or like a hard thing? Like a hard topic or a light topic?
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God.
Because I have my sections.
Because I have my notebook in
It's because the truth is that she loved David, as she stated many times, and didn't care about anything he did. Her point of threatening to expose the friend group was solely to exact revenge should she lose her relationship.
I loved David. I mean, I can't say just as much as I loved Jason, but yeah, just as much. The way I felt really hurt by David, it was almost as if I was hurt by like boyfriend, because that's like how much I like loved him.
And she kept that promise. After the threat, she accuses David of being gay, which she also publicly did after her breakup with Jason, because there's nothing Trisha loves more than labeling men as gay and doing her best to out them for that.
I do think you're like into Jason. I think, but I know you're in a relationship, so I wouldn't say that unless.
I'm not gay.
Also, you talk about on the podcast. You always talk about like that, like little quips that people wouldn't pick up on, but I pick up on it because I listen.
Because it's a joke,
It's
Trisha.
not a joke.
Yes, it
I
is.
can tell it's
Trisha,
real. Today, when no one else was around, he told me they used to like fondle each other when he was single.
As a joke, probably.
Nobody was around. Nobody was filming. What's the joke?
You guys fondle each other?
Sure, but it was just a little bit.
I mean, a little bit. I mean,
Not gay. They probably said no homo when we were doing.
Trisha then clarifies that she won't expose anyone as long as she's with Jason, again proving that nothing that David does matters as long as Trisha can continue to benefit from it. If she gets to have a boyfriend, then David can do whatever he wants. She even refers to Jason and David as a team, meaning that if her and Jason break up, she has to ruin Jason's life, and by extension David's. Meaning she doesn't actually care about what they do or have done. She only cares to take them down if she can no longer be part of their lives, because that's more important to her.
Something that I'm going to be like, I can't believe she said that. Go.
No, you have to wait until we break up.
we want to like you so hard, Trish. We want to like
Right.
you so hard.
No, never mind.
Honest, I won't ever. As long as me and Jason are together, I won't ever.
Jason, don't mess this up. you won't expose me?
Not if we're together.
Wow, so the second you guys break up.
Because you're a team.
When the group lets Trisha know that they would never expose her, she tells them that it's because she's better people than she is, which is ironic, considering she's threatening to expose them for not being.
What? We are unproblematic stand group, you bitch.
You guys are.
Get the knife.
Trisha, you can't expose us.
You're in the vlog squad.
No, I'm not. I'm not a part
Dude,
of
don't
this
say
squad.
don't expose us. That makes us look guilty.
Oh, yeah.
Trisha, go ahead. You have nothing anyways.
Trisha, we would never expose you.
I know, because you guys are classy. I'm not.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny now.
Oh yeah, until our careers are over.
Trisha then clarifies that she would never expose Jason's friend Zane, because he was nice to her, because that's what matters to her, not what people are doing, but how they're treating her. And then goes on to complain that David doesn't hang out with her enough. The man she'll later claim she always hated. Why would she want to spend solo time with him if she hated him? Because she never hated him, which you'll continue to see through this series. She only started hating him after her and Jason broke up, because like she said, everything would be okay if her and Jason were together, but the moment they weren't, she'd ruin their lives.
No, Zane's got my back. You know why? Zane's invited me out, not to film, not to anything, just to hang out. And so Zane I'll always have his back.
So what?
No, that's a good thing. I'm being nice to you. I'm never going to expose you.
Because I invited you out once?
Yeah.
I just invited you to St. Patrick's Day and to my house.
To film.
Everything I do in my life is to film.
You never just invited invite me to hang out and watch a movie.
What drug are you on? I don't even invite myself to go watch a movie.
When Zane points out that David is the reason that Trisha and Jason are together, because David discovered Jason, Trisha tries to argue that David should get no credit before Jason pipes up for the first time in support of David, with Jason clarifying that he wouldn't have even been on YouTube.
Think about this. You wouldn't even be with Jason.
What do you think I'm running here?
Yes,
No, you wouldn't.
David wasn't there when we
Trisha,
met.
You would have never met if he never
It was
pulled out
because
the
of
camera.
Andrea.
You think I'm-
Andrea?
No, you would have
Oh,
because
right.
I would have never done YouTube if it wasn't for David. So
That's
I would have
true, so
never
you
met
never
you.
met him.
Which is true.
That's
You
not
should
true.
bow down
is
on
true.
your knees.
Trisha then complains again about how David won't spend solo time with her, expressing her desire to be alone with him and watch movies and hang out with him. Someone she supposedly always hated, remember? Zane even points out how weird it is that she wants to spend one-on-one time with David, and asks her why there would be a situation where Trisha was alone with David to do that, which gets glossed over. She sure cares a lot about spending alone time with someone she claims to have never liked.
Trisha, I painted you in the most flattering way on this wall.
I look good. I look hot.
Yeah, and guess whose decision that was? Mine.
Oh, you said make sure she look hot.
And listen, I got the artist on speed dial. She could come back and crack your face out.
David, then I will expose you. Don't do that.
Trisha, I'm your friend, and we're all.
We don't. When have we watched a movie together? Or let's
Trisha,
go eat.
I don't go do fun things.
You're so funny, Trisha. When did we watch the movie
I want to just watch a movie with you, like Finding Nemo on your couch.
But why would you just be you two?
He doesn't do that. He doesn't enjoy life
Well, then
at
we're
all
not
with
friends.
anyone.
And don't tell me we're friends. Fake friend.
We've learned. There's a lot of years. We've known him for a long time. He just doesn't go out and just hang. He doesn't do that.
Then he's a psychopath.
Jason then points out that David is not the kind of person that would hang out with Trisha in the way that she wants, and Trisha concludes that this makes him a psychopath. She then starts to accuse him of doing terrible things, and Jason yet again stands up for her, once again taking her side against his friends.
Then he's a psychopath.
You're talking about someone who's not right in their mind, Trisha. He flew 6 hours to Hawaii
I know.
to shoot me and leave. And then when he got there, we were like, stay. And he was like, no, I gotta get back on the
You
flight.
are weird. You have like serial killer tendencies because you like kind of just like leave like when you want to. Like even tonight when you just left, it was like kind of creepy. I was like, why is he just leaving? Like we came out to eat and you're like, okay, bye, I gotta go. I'm like, what are you doing?
You're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. I'm being honest.
No, she's not overreacting. She's just living in the normal world. And we're all,
Exactly.
we've all drank your Kool-Aid.
Trisha's living in the normal world. What planet? What planet is this normal world on?
So as you can see, the truth is that Trisha never saw these people as bad people. She only threatened to expose them as such if she didn't get what she wanted. There's a term for that. It's called blackmail. She never thought of David as an evil person. If she did, she wouldn't have wanted to spend so much alone time with him, and wouldn't have complained that she didn't get enough time with him. Don't be fooled. She threatened to expose them solely for her benefit, and then later did expose them solely for her benefit. It was never about anyone or anything else. It was about revenge, just like she promised. Jason left her, so he had to be punished for it.